The Mid-American Conference season rolls on today as two cross-divisional teams jockey for position. Ball State and Akron. It's women's college basketball here on ESPN3. And with that, we welcome you down on the court alongside former Ball State Cardinal and Shelby Murder. Tyler Bradfield on hand. Amanda Smith will be along shortly. Well, these two teams squared off last year in this very same venue with Worthen Arena. However, far different circumstances. Last year was a preseason exhibition game between the two. Tonight, the final regular season non-conference game for Ball State. Two-possession game inside Worthen Arena. Combs rises three. Give it to him. Back to a one-point game.
Points that allowed her to be Geneva's leading scorer all time.
Myers spots up for three and rattles it home. Ball State wants to run. Persons with a full head of steam. Outside Kiapaway. You betcha. That's Harmon taking Grande off the bounce. Another turnover on Akron. Jose on the run to the rim. Tie game here in Muncie. One of the most efficient rebounders in the Mid-American Conference grabs the rebound. Kiapaway with a bounce to Moses. Williams pestered by Morrison as Evansville has cut it down to 4. Trying to make it a one-point game as Williamson and buries it. Ball State led for nearly 17 minutes in the opening half. Their biggest lead was once 9. It is currently 7 at the start of the second half, getting the job done defensively. Two of the top scorers for IUPUI, Combs and Patterson. Combs with just 4, averages 17. Patterson, a double-figure score, has yet to score for IUPUI. Ball State holding them underneath their season average from the floor in terms of field goal percentage and from beyond the arc in three-point percentage.
IUPUI need to get somebody going besides Matt O'Leary. Besides him, the team is 4 of 18 from the field, just 22%, struggling to find the basket.
Well, they got a good look from Combs, except for he couldn't cash in. Ball State trying to take advantage, but Moses leaves it a bit short. Thomas on the accelerator into the front court and gives away for the 9th time for IUPUI. Sellers coasting the other end, and Patterson got up top, but is called for a goaltend.
Nice job by the Ball State defense. Really started that, getting the turnover. Franco House immediately looked up, outlet up to Sean Sellers for a quick bucket. And that's what Ball State needs to do on the offensive side of the floor, is not only run, but get the ball inside. It's easy to fall into the trap of shooting from the perimeter, hitting 6 3-pointers in the first half, but those have come because of the in-out kicks, getting the ball into the paint to Moses and House, the two big guys down low.
Biggest lead of the game matched right here. It's 9. Patterson on the hesitation. Stays with IUPUI. That goaltend by Patterson gives Sean Sellers double figures for the first time in 3 games. It's the 3rd time this season that Sellers has scored in double figures. O'Leary underneath for Hall. Count a foul with it.
You would figure it'd be one of the 3 guards for IUPUI to be that second hand to Matt O'Leary, but if it has to be Evan Hall, then that's the case. Doing a nice job down there in the paint. A lot of the defense going over towards O'Leary because of the first half that he had, scoring 14 points, left Hall underneath open, got an and one opportunity.
Just a bit short by Hall. A chance of air balls rain into the smiling Hall. And full court pressure applied by IUPUI. Franco House, who was sidelined during the first half with early foul trouble. Persons off the bounce and in.
Just what you want to see, getting the ball into the paint, about a 15-foot jumper there from Persons. We talked about him being a facilitator lately, 11 assists per game in the past 2, but let's not forget he's the team's leading scorer at 16 per game.
Can also score the ball, facilitate it. Persons against Coppin State over the Thanksgiving holiday in Las Vegas had a double-double, 19 points and 10 assists. It's the first points, assists, double-doubles for Ball State since Randy Davis did it 6 years ago in 2010. IUPUI down by 9, trying to cut into what is the biggest lead of the game. Combs. That may have found his stroke.
And that's not what you want for Ball State. Combs has struggled all first half long shooting the basketball, was just 1 of 7 prior to that, but got a big one to go early on in the second half. Team's leading scorer, you don't want him to get going.
And he's 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. 16 points per game. Kiapway with the answer, right in front of Combs.
A guy who has been struggling all season long prior to the last couple games is Francis Kiapway, struggling to shoot the 3 ball after being a 42% three-point shooter a year ago. But Kiapway knocks down that one. That's his second three-pointer of the game.
A third foul on Franco House. Early foul trouble again to start the second half for House.
But he did a nice job rebounding from the foul trouble early on. The first 3 minutes into the game, he had 2 fouls and then still played quite a bit of minutes in the last 17 minutes of the first half and didn't pick up another one.
He remains on the floor, and Combs has hit back-to-back three-pointers. He's in double figures now for the 7th time this season.
You said it a possession ago, he might have found his stroke, and that might be the case if you're Combs. 10 points for him, knocked down his second three-pointer. He averages over 16 points a game, team's leading scorer. When they went on the road to a Big Ten foe, Michigan, a couple weeks ago, he scored 20+.
That was one of their 5 losses this season. Entered at a mark at 2-5. Have yet to win away from Indiana Coliseum. Persons rattles in from straight away. Back to the biggest lead of the game, 9 for Ball State.